Mark Dantonio's tenure has been filled with triumphant victories as well as unattainable expectations. As a Spartan, I know the passion these fans have. There are third, fourth, fifth generation Spartans that have gone to Michigan State, grew up in the state, rooted for this team their entire lives. I've seen this passion firsthand. Through all the highs that have come over the last 12 years, it is officially time to move on from Mark Dantonio. His legacy with the program will forever outlast him, and he will be revered as a legend long after his days with the team. From 2010 to 2015, he boasted an astounding 58-10 record, along with winning 2 Big Ten titles, a Rose Bowl and a Cotton Bowl win, as well as an appearance in the college football playoff. But those days are long gone after what was the worst loss of the Dantonio era, blowing a 21-point fourth-quarter lead at home to Illinois. The message from the student body was loud and clear. Dantonio originally built his program on being blue-collar. He didn't get the best kids, he didn't get the most talented, but he got the kids with a chip on their shoulder, the ones that didn't get any big-time offers, so they came to Michigan State to make a name for themselves. That was the identity of his team. But since I've stepped foot on campus in 2016, I haven't seen that same type of competitive edge. All I've seen is a 24-24 record, 15-19 against Big Ten opponents, which is a far cry from the 39-9 he had during that infamous 6-year stretch, and 0 trips to Indianapolis, as well as no bids to a New Year's Six bowl game since, well, we all remember that glorious goose egg they left against Alabama on the field in Jerry World. But when I arrived in East Lansing, I quickly learned there was one game that was far more important than any other. Beating Michigan quickly turned a bad season to a good one to a great one, but on the contrary, a bad one to a terrible one. After Saturday's loss, it is the first time the Wolverines have beaten the Spartans in back-to-back years since Dantonio took over in 2007, as the wheels continue to fall off. Let's take a look around the Big Ten. It's not getting any easier for Michigan State. Ohio State is now a national powerhouse. Penn State is young, hungry, and talented, as well as Minnesota, who's rowing the boat all the way to Indianapolis, and Wisconsin seems to be running all over their opponents. So you tell me, is it getting any easier? If this is a sinking ship, give him a life raft. The man deserves that much for all that he brought to the school. Financially, it makes sense for the athletic department to part ways with a longtime coach. He's owed a $4.3 million bonus by the university if he is still in the big chair in January this offseason. This is not personal. This is business. This is athletics. You are only as good as your last game. Ask any athlete ever. Any head coach knows this is the deal you make with the devil. It's a results-based business. What have you done for me lately? If Mark Dantonio and the university want to keep his legacy intact, the only way to do this is by mutually parting ways.